Hello everyone, I am the Dyslexic Gamer, and today we're continuing to play Dungeon Master. Let's get started.
This failed raid explains why this dungeon is so badly guarded. Anyone can just waltz in. If we want to get rid of adventurers, we should deal with slackers first.
Affirmative. The downsizing caused by the incursion attempt on the Temple of Wismal is weighing on staff rotation. We must recruit new elite guards.
Guards are expensive. I read in Dungeons and Despots that support roles should be outsourced as part of a atomized management of the company's processes.
Don't you mean optimized, Master?
Silence! You know nothing of modern dungeon management vocabulary. As for you, improve the guard, but with no superfluous expenses.
We could hire a few interns. They shouldn't cost us much. We'd just have to think about feeding them from time to time.
Affirmative. That's it for now. I'll bring them up to speed. Trust me on that. Attention! At ease.
Guard room. The guard room is vital to the dungeon's defense. It says, place it near the dungeon's entrance. Guard lockers. Each locker automatically recruits one or more guards that go about their business until the alarm goes off. When it does, they will automatically go into battle. Cool. Guard lockers. Beware, each locker increases the population of the dungeon. Guard lockers. The number of guards in the dungeon is always displayed.
Ah, the first interns have arrived. Soldiers, attention! Line up in pairs in the front rank. I only want to see one head.
I'm curious to see how he goes about training them.
Ideally, we should find a pile of dirt and make them dig a hole to bury him.
But that's absurd!
Negative. This is training through blind obedience. To think is to disobey. Come on the double, rookies. Hop, two, hop, two, hop, two.
And we're under attack. Maybe. Ah, there.
That's right! Aim for the knees and the eyes. Be sly and cruel. Honor and chivalry are for losers.
Let's follow them around and see what they do.
off for debrief. The intruders were evicted from the perimeter. Clean sweep.
Ah, finally. This is a dungeon, not a squat for teenage pipe-smoking dropouts.
Wall of strike, alright, that was quick. This has got to be scripted.
Relax! Why are my minions so agitated? I can't focus in such a ruckus.
One of the servants is on strike, Master. He's protesting against his working conditions.
I could send the guards to slaughter this slacker. Civilians are so entitled.
I'm not sure that's the best approach for retaining competent staff, Master. We must listen to his demands and fulfill them, if they're legitimate.
I don't care about the specifics. I just need this rocket silenced. Deal with it, or you'll get the whip! Incidentally, there's an article in Dungeons and Despots about the psychological torture of middle management minions.
Yes?
Strike. At the beginning of each week, strikes can break out in the dungeon, which potentially is disastrous consequences. Strike. Strikes have the effect of annoying Zengdar. Strike. When the strike energy gauge is empty, they stop protesting. If this happens, the morale of the minions is greatly reduced. Claims. Strikers Union. The Strikers Union always displays their demands, meet their demands, end the strike. Termination. You know what? Forget it. Their demands are unattainable for now. Just get rid of the ingrate by firing them. However, firing minions costs gold. The amount depends on their rank.
Out with the striker. It'll make an example of him. Still, I should try to make sure it doesn't happen again. It's done, Master. Everything is back to normal.
About time. Let's move on. I've just been informed that the Temple of Wismal has increased its reputation, while we've been sitting on our haunches whistling nursery rhymes.
We should limit the risk of strikes. The dungeon won't be able to repel adventurers with disgruntled minions.
Affirmative. To smash those little snoopers, you need motivated, and therefore well-fed, guards.
These matters are unworthy of a high-level wizard. They're better suited for interns.
Of course, Master. I'll see what I can come up with. But we'll need a cook.
As long as they're not too expensive and can cook sumptuous meals. Bear and beer stew, for example.
It's also necessary to adapt the food to each species. If we serve elfish fare to goblins, they'll start eating the elves too.
An office for the steward. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on all the cleaning, even though I don't have a cleaner yet. Recruitment. To review profiles for recruitment, select the recruitment tab. recruitment, select the orc cook and review his resume. Carnivorous and filthy. Ooh. Select the orc minion to view his information.
Bashing heads is only solution.
Minion info. Select the navigation arrow to display the second page. Special traits. The origin of a minion determines its special traits and behaviors. For example, orcs are carnivorous, which requires your kitchen to produce meals of meat. New person incoming.
Ahoy! I heard you're looking for a cook?
Well, yes, but I just hired one. An orc cook. It's the best I could afford. Are you qualified?
I sure am. I've been a cook, a barber, adventurer, surgeon, executioner, and embalmer. I can peel and bone like nobody's business. Mel Boots, here to serve you, with a preference for ale. Anyway, do you have someone for your tavern?
Well, actually, we don't. It is true we could use a good tavern keeper, but my budget's a bit tight.
I'll skim my pay off the take. Come on, you won't regret it. I'll turn it into a first-class boozing den. All of Fang will come here to get hammered. Just gotta keep the dishes real salty.
Gotcha! Relocating towards the bar. March! Huff two! Huff two!
Canteen. Your minions are eating in the tavern, reducing your maximum number of customers. A canteen allows minions to eat in a separate room, which won't scare away the most wealthy clientele. Cool. Where do we want to put that? Let's put it over here. Definitely gonna have to make that bigger later. What else did we get? Oh, new stuff for the bathroom. And new stuff for the guard room. Looks like we can now recruit orcs. Cool.
Master, we have significantly improved the minions' living conditions. And for cheap, too.
And we'll serve 'em good. Cheap plunk, hard ale, and sausage that'll dry out your gullet.
What? Who is this individual?
It's, Mel, the new tavern keeper. I'll explain.
Ugh, my patience is running thin. We spend too much on nonsense here, and our reputation is stagnating.
Hey, no offense, but your dungeon's got quite a stench, don't you think? Reeks like a bunch of dead rats.
What? No, it doesn't. We just cleaned the mess and fired the slackers.
Just saying, but this morning I saw a cockroach so grossed out it puked. Mind you, I'm not the kind to wash the mugs every day or to take more than one bath a month, but hey, there are limits to filth.
It is true that to attract a certain class of customers or servants, we'll need to raise our standards. Cleaning, improving sanitary facilities, and hiring decent domestics.
Yep, exactly. Elves will do the trick. I know they're a bunch of lettuce munchers who think they're hot dung, but they don't mess around with cleanliness.
Alright, next objective is to hire one domestic elf. Elves have special needs too. Elves. Reminder, the information on origins can be found in the minion's profile. Oh, select the bathroom to view its hygiene. Room items produce dirt, as do the minions when they move around. Hygiene. Depending on their own origin or their traits, hygiene dirtiness has an impact on the morale of minions, such as elves. Alright, place 2 showers in the bathroom, hire 1 elf cook, place a stove in the kitchen and a pantry in the kitchen.
Oh, but what might this object in the shower be? A faucet? I see! Fascinating!
Alright, let's hire an elf cook. Oh, a second stove, okay. Alright, let's rearrange some stuff. Speed up some time.
Revax! The Temple of Wismal had marble columns installed. I just saw the etchings in the Dungeons and Despots magazine.
Oh, not again with that rag.
We need to revamp my dungeon's decor. This is an essential aspect of the prolificacy of this organization's processes.
Productivity, Master? But you said we don't have the funds to...
Just make some improvements, or I'll turn you into a flower pot. And stop contradicting my managerial guidelines, or you'll get your termination notice from Orloff's crossbow.
Decoration. Select the interior tab to increase the prestige of the room, thus the dungeon's reputation. Quest, place 4 decorations. Guess let's start by the entrance. Oh, what else we got? We got stuff for the guard room and the canteen.
I'm quite pleased with my choice of decor. I shall write to the Dungeon Owners Association of Fang to share my creative insights.
I hope this won't get us into trouble.
Ooh, new person in town.
Hello, I'm looking for the master of the dungeon of Nahelbuck.
Well, I am his steward. How may I help you?
I'm here about the letter he sent to the Dungeon Owners Association of Fang.
Are you going to publish his article on interior decoration?
I don't know. This is a matter for the DOAF Gazette editorial board. I am Doris Mortadella, head inspector of the Dungeons Fund. I'm here for your membership application.
What? The DF? But, we didn't apply for membership. There must be some mistake.
Your master wrote to the DOAF. According to DOAF regulations, any such communication is to be considered as a membership application to its parent company, the Dungeons Fund, unless expressly stated otherwise.
But that's... oh, pus and boils! This is utter nonsense! What if we refuse to join?
That is your right. In accordance with the DF regulations as ratified through case law by all courts in the lands of Fang, we would be entitled to a compensation of 200,000 gold coins.
200... What? That's racketeering!
It'd be easier to join the DF like most proper dungeons. I will have your master sign the documents. A measly 412 scrolls for a small dungeon like yours.
Pox and mutant rats!
Relax! In my office! Immediately!
Oh yeah, just like all these agreements. I'm just gonna scroll to the bottom.
Congratulations on joining the Dungeons Fund. I will now share with you all my initial reports requiring immediate action on your part.
By Gazor's tentacles! I can't believe we got played like this. Oh, I can already feel one of my migraines coming on. Relax! Deal with it!
I've noted you lack a space dedicated to temporary interruptions of the activity of the staff, assuming the dungeon's ancillary functions. This can hurt their performance and the profitability of secondary revenue sources.
You... Damn, my Hermetic Administration class seems like a lifetime ago. Are you asking for a break room for our minions, so that they stop hanging out at the tavern?
A crude simplification, but this would be a good starting point for a plan of action, yes.
Minions' needs. Minions' morale gauge is influenced by 3 distinct needs: being clean or dirty, depending on origin, eating their fill, and entertainment. Alright, let's expand the guard room and then build the new stuff. Alright, canteen. Once we get through the tutorial stuff, I'll go through and start making these prettier and fancier. Did I just build a second? No. Yes, I did. Alright, shit. Oops. break room.
Perfect. With a gaming table, the minions will get some distraction.
Ah, kudos, my friend. That should stop them from wearing out the tavern benches.
Done. A perfectly functional break room for the dungeon's minions.
This is supposed to be an evil dungeon, not a resort for slackers. What's next? A temple of Dlul complete with giant nap room?
Interesting. I shall continue to evaluate the performance of your organization's procedural subfunctions, as well as the effectiveness of any actions supporting your primary processes.
Oh, kill me now! Good morning, minions! You're listening
Prestige
to
and reputation. Reputation has increased by one level. Better than nothing. The dungeon of bleh. Reputation will grow in the management if your management is satisfactory. Kill.
Hey, shouldn't we try to upscale the tavern while the pen pusher's still deep in her paperwork? If we take too long, we'll get our cash flow sucked dry by the whims of the DF.
It is true that getting a dungeon into compliance is very expensive. What would our tavern need to bring us more returns?
Well, I've had it with lugging bottles around. We need to be able to tap a few kegs. Then, get someone to serve the plunkin' ale. Fast booze flow equals fast cash.
Perfect. Let's take care of this while the master is busy elsewhere. He'll be grateful someday.
Yep, and so will our purses. Let's booze up the whole country and rake in the coins. All this sobriety and moderation stuff is only good for monks and elves. Our Tripe Advisor ranking will soar.
I was planning on doing this anyway. Tripe advisory. The tavern's prestige is represented by the Tripe Advisory's sausages and is an important factor of attractiveness for customers. Tripe Advisory. The attendance in the tavern varies according to the prestige and the drinks on offer. Each group of customers has its own drink preferences which must be respected, otherwise they will leave. Counting. This menu lists the dungeon's income and expenses. It also shows the tavern's revenue and in a convenient way of checking its profitability. Kill. Alright, let's make this much bigger. Let's try that, see how that helps. two of the same barrels. Let's just add another. I don't know if we'll benefit from two of the same kind, but
Done!
shall see.
Our first keg tap. Looking good. Well, it's just some local ale for now, but we'll look around for deals on higher grade stuff.
Oh, it does have kind of a sock juice aftertaste.
Done! Business is a booming. Drunks are pouring in, and we've diversified our clientele. We run an inclusive establishment, as they say. One for all for alcohol.
Perfect. And Master's none the wiser.
Raising your standards without letting the guards in on it? You're done for, you rascals! My report is on its way, unless we can reach a deal.
We'll negotiate. Discreetly.
I have identified another item of non-compliance of one of your dungeon's primary sub-processes that prevents it from being eligible for exploration. Your organization suffers from chronic underinvestment in its inventory for the capabilities of tooling and other crafting appliances.
Relax. Take care of this immediately, or I'll turn you into a screwdriver.
Yes, Master.
Alright, new thing. New objective. Build a workshop, place 2 technology workbenches, and hire 2 goblin artisans. Now, let's not put it there. I feel like we're gonna have issues there. Let's put it over here for now.
Why are hammer blows echoing in my dungeon?
Well, Master, we built a workshop following your orders.
This won't help with my research. It generates too much cosmoplumic havoc. Well, at least I hope it'll be helpful in bringing my grandiose plans to fruition.
I will carry out a qualitative audit of this technical support structure and give you an appropriate report. It would seem you're approaching minimum acceptable standards.
Holy cow! I don't know what those fund folks fuel up on, but it's no joke. Plum moonshine, perhaps?
I'm sorry, but the fund considers your reputation insufficient to justify opening your dungeon for exploration.
So how are we supposed to raise our reputation if we can't open the dungeon?
You could transfer a compensation of a few thousand gold coins to the fund, which would increase your reputation.
But this is blatant extortion!
Our reputation is tied to the dungeon. It's tied to the dungeon's rooms. Try clicking on this, selecting the kitchen. Prestige is reputation. The prestige of a room is represented by its stars.
Orc likes meat.
Prestige and reputation. Each minion has their own expectations of rooms they use. The dungeon's reputation increases if your minions' expectations are met. Some basic rooms, such as the bathroom, cannot meet the expectations of higher minions. In such cases, you may have to make sure the room they are using is high enough prestige. Okay. I guess now is when we get started with that. Wow, this place don't do anything. Alright, definitely have to keep an eye on that.
It's starting to get cramped in here. We have to restore access to the second floor. Damn it, this place is a real dump.
Huh? Did I just hear you complaining about my dungeon?
I mean, don't you think this place could use more cleaning up? And less chaos?
Affirmative. Waste disposal would surely improve our dominion over the perimeter.
Huh. Yes, it might. Do that, then. Where would this place be without my insightful management decisions?
Alright, floors. Congratulations. Reputation of the dungeon has progressed nicely, and access to the second floor is unlocked. And looks like my mouse push to talk is causing me to go up a floor. Cool. Floors. An additional floor increase the dungeon's maximum minion capacity, but also comes with an increase in the management fees. The letter is included in the sum indicates in orange. The latter. And we have stairs.
Done. We deserve a spot in TripAdvisor's Best Fangian Dungeons ranking list.
I shall study your improvements to evaluate their adequacy with the general criteria set out by the fund's equalization grids.
Hey, now that the dough's rolling in, what should we do with it? Should we stuff it in a mattress, or did you have something more secure in mind?
I could ask the master to store the gold in his quarters. On the other hand, that might make it hard for us to withdraw the funds we need. And I can't spend all my time paying salaries.
Yep. Especially when we don't want the boss sniffing around the books too much, eh? A treasure room is what we need. And a dwarf banker. That would keep things square.
Affirmative. When wages are paid, the guards can't be swayed. Otherwise, you get desertions, looting, and coup d'etat. That's a Monday for you.
May I point out that the intrinsic security of fiduciary operations can be greatly enhanced by strict segregation of premises through architectural level differentiations?
What's that nutbag going on about?
She says we should build a vault room in the upper floors to keep our gold safe from thieves. It's just, admin speak.
I'm pleased to announce that given the positive assessment of the evolution of your reputation rating and the concomitant fulfillment of minimum hosting standards, this dungeon is now open for exploration.
Ah, by Yorick's skull. Finally.
Affirmative. I'll immediately put us in yellow alert. Code 22.
Whoa, I'm not sure we're ready. I guess we still have some time.
The Dungeons Fund has already put up a notice concerning the opening of your establishment. The first adventurers should be on their way. They all yearn to be the first ones.
Freaking faucets! To arms!
Adventurers incoming. Red alert. Code 808.
Oh, this isn't good. Actually, let me see if I can change that. Of course, you can't just blank it out. Okay, they're coming in back there. Speed this up and keep an eye on them, I guess.
We clearly were unprepared to face these adventurers.
It's the Dungeons Fund, Master. They took us by surprise. Probably as punishment for refusing to pay to increase our reputation.
By Van Tog's whips of misfortune, I'd rather die than suffer their extortion. We must strengthen our defenses then.
Affirmative.
Alright, let's see here.
Reports of your dungeon's performance are proliferating in the nearby surroundings. The frequency of collective exploratory incursions will increase. Do you need a probationary period of respite? For a few thousand gold coins, we could...
Never! We don't need your help.
As you wish. Please note that dungeon traps must meet the 759B72 quality standard for automated mechanical devices for intentional bodily harm in order to be certified by the fund.
Oh, it's so much paperwork. So, are you done with the defense reinforcement plan?
Affirmative. Planning complete. Ready for transfer to steward.
So, let's see. What? But that's going to cost a fortune!
Negative. I've aimed for essential operational capabilities. An armory, new recruits, and detection by means of avian patrol.
Remember that the fund pays compensation for each adventurer killed. You'd be contributing, thus, to the regulation of their population, while participating in the selection of the chosen ones and other heroes of the gods.
Traps. Clearly, the most devious adventurers can either enter the dungeon without using the main door. Alright, let's build... oh. Tashen triggers an alert in the nearest guard room whenever the intruder is whenever an intruder is in the vicinity. just going to go ahead and put one of those by every point of entry. Or point of egress.
Another incursion is approaching. I hope your devices are properly licensed, or will withhold all adventurer disposal bonuses.
Adventurer eliminated! Delta attack formation! Come on the double!
5 enemies killed, none imprisoned, no traps triggered, dead minions. 2. Ooh. $500 bonus. Or 500 coin bonus.
Incursion over. At ease. Code B4. All hail. Vigilance and traps.
Ha! I'll write a few letters to neighboring dungeons just to taunt them.
I'm not sure that's a very good idea, Master.
Silence! Let my evil creative mind express itself.
Alright, now we gotta make that treasure room.
Your issues with inbound and outbound material flows are an obstacle to further advancement of your dungeon. I recommend the establishment of a commercial outlet to decongest supply chains.
Oh, right. Resources. Yes, being able to buy and sell equipment more easily could probably help.
Righto. And we wouldn't have to waste our time shopping in Lubay or Twisted Vale anymore. Negotiating with chair caners and sausage makers can take ages.
Hire a couple bankers so our people can get paid. Dwarves are annoying. Okay. Dwarves, although they are outstanding artisans, they all are. Okay.
Revax? You built a treasure room?
Yes, Master. I thought it'd help with securing the dungeon's gold and managing the minions' wages.
Yeah, I guess. And I heard that Bragor's tower just got one.
That's well done. Glad I could help, Master. But may I recommend that you refrain from writing to magazines to advertise ours? Just to stay on the safe side?
The mere fact that you think I would do that is an insult to my intelligence. And it is my gold, not yours. Go get yourself whipped.
Our very own dwarf banker. Well, probably no better way to keep our gold safe, I guess. Let's hope that rough dwarven demeanor won't rub too hard against the other minions.
That too is admin speak. Just say it. Dwarves are jerks.
Add some stuff so that the growing population can be satisfied.
great Trilovic's crown. I'm finally connected to Pay Palantir's magic feed. I'll be able to improve our decor and buy some faucets.
Revax, I just saw that the Marzabor's hellish turnstile is for sale. I need that relic for my research. Immediately.
Okay.
Hey, this is not the relic we ordered. This is Marzabor's the Younger's turnstile. The one I wanted was Marzabor the Elder's. I'm a victim of false advertising.
Well, Master, the ad did mention it, in small print, right next to no refunds, no returns, no exchanges.
This is all your fault. Revax, get that pathetic relic out of my office immediately.
Yes, Master. He doesn't want that discount gadget anymore. He got scammed like a wizard apprentice in a second-hand wand shop.
What are you muttering about? Like Zor's tentacles. Get to work!
I should remind you that the exhibition of relics, even those of lower quality, can contribute to the sectoral globalization of the back office's directives.
Yes, of course. I'll have some intern work on a display. All we need is a pedestal to show off this crap.
Kill. Gotta keep crap safe. Relics. When displayed, a relic generates reputation over time. The more unusual relics can have side effects.
There, I had a relic pedestal installed.
Not bad. We could use it as a sausage dryer.
Negative. As a hand-to-hand combat training accessory.
Are you insane? We just have to place that thing, the Master Impulse Bolt on it.
Alright, well, that's all the time I have for today. I am the Dyslexic Gamer. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.